This is the Android smartphone that I have been using for past 6 months. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know that this is the Xiaomi 11T Pro. Now, why I started using this device and why I used it for so long and why this device and not some other device, we'll talk about everything in this video without wasting any time. Let's get started. First of all, let's talk about what I was looking for in a smartphone. So I wanted great multimedia experience, basically great display quality and sound quality, amazing battery life. I also wanted a device which has auto call recording option without notifying the other user, and most important, the performance had to be amazing. Like, there should not be any type of lags. Even a lot of flagship, when you switch between multiple applications at the same time and you do that very quickly, you see that small lag and stutter, right? I do not want that in the smartphone that I'm using, and that's why majority of the budget smartphones were out of the question. I had the options of iQOO phones, Realme phones like Realme GT2, GT2 Pro, OnePlus 10 Pro, and I decided to go with the Mi 11T Pro because this one does not come with Google Dialer. How? I'll explain that in the software department, about which we are going to talk right now. So the software on the Xiaomi 11T Pro, as you all know, is MIUI, and yes, I was using the device with MIUI, but this is the MIUI EU custom ROM which I had installed. So basically, I unlocked the bootloader of the device and installed this custom ROM, which is a bloatware free custom ROM, which is basically MIUI without the bloatware. You also get stock MIUI dialer, which has auto call recording option, which I used like for the past 6 months, and it has come in handy at least 2 or 3 times where the situation was like the other person was saying that I did not say this, whereas I was like, no bro, you told me this and that's why I did this. And I was like, okay, so call recording है मेरे पास, ये सुन ले, खत्म, आगे बोलने का नहीं. Hi. So that's why call recording, I feel personally, is very important for me, not just with friends, but when it comes to a lot of professional things as well. When it comes to updates, there were not a lot of updates. In last 6 months, I may have updated my phone twice or max to max thrice, and that too I had to update through a TWRP recovery, which was, if you are someone who is very new, then you may not know that, but that process is very simple. You do not have to worry about that. Now, if you are worried about banking applications, Google Pay, Phone Pay, no worries at all. I was using this device as my primary phone for past 6 months. You can imagine everything was working super fine. Zero issues whatsoever, just because I had an unlocked bootloader or a custom ROM. No issues whatsoever. So software experience on this phone was amazing, and this brings me to the performance part, because performance and software go hand in hand. And the performance, as I said, I wanted a phone with great performance. This phone delivered, absolutely delivered. Day-to-day life usage में तो कभी कोई भी issue नहीं आया. Amazing multitasking and having multiple apps open at the same time. It was an amazing experience. Plus, when it comes to gaming, the device did perform very well there as well. I did play BGMI when BGMI was not banned, but after that, I am continuously playing Pokemon Go, and that experience has been great on the Xiaomi 11T Pro. When it comes to gaming, you do not have to worry about that. So software performance is amazing, but there is something which you need to worry about, is heating issue. Now, this device comes with Snapdragon 888 processor. This video is, by the way, not going to be about spec sheet and all, 12GB RAM, 256GB storage and all, but Snapdragon 888 does become warm. In day-to-day life usage, did it become warm? Not really, but in some occasions where I'm using the device at full brightness, maximum brightness possible, then the device did become warm in day-to-day life usage. When you play games for multiple hours, like let's say you are playing game for 1 hour or 2 hours, the device will become hot. Even when I was playing Pokemon Go for 2 hours or 3 hours continuously, the device did become hot. So set your expectations accordingly. Snapdragon 888 means that it is going to become hot no matter what you do. Next up, we are going to talk about the most important. I have written down these pointers because I already shot this video, and that video ended up being 25-minute long video. So I want it to be compact. IR Blaster is present over here. This is a lifesaver. In the last 6 months, I have used this almost every single day, not just once, but multiple times in a single day as well. So IR Blaster is a must-have in my opinion, and I'm very glad that iQOO has added IR Blaster in their smartphones. iQOO 90 has IR Blaster, so I'm like, wow, everyone should add IR Blasters in my opinion. Let's talk about multimedia experience. 120Hz AMOLED display is very good, very good. Outdoor visibility is fantastic. There was not even a single time where I had issues with the display in outdoor conditions or in indoor conditions. No issues whatsoever. Even the sound quality is amazing. It is loud, and not just loud, the sound quality is also very good. Almost every other day I was using this device to listen to songs, and this was my speaker basically, and it became sufficiently loud, no issues whatsoever. Next up, we are going to talk about the build quality, which is once again very good because glass in the back, glass in the front. This white color is definitely eye catchy in my opinion. A lot of people asked me outdoors like, "Bhai, ye kaun sa phone hai yaar, bata acha color hai," and all that. I did drop the phone 3 or 4 times, flat on the floor. Nothing happened. The display is still working super fine. I did not use any type of screen protector or any cover, and there are no scratches on the display, which is very surprising to me. Minor scratches are going to be there, but no major scratches as such. But I do have a major scratch on my camera, which I received maybe like 15-20 days back, but it does not interfere with the camera luckily, so I'm still using the Xiaomi 11T Pro. Now when it comes to camera performance, how good is it? I would give it 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Why? Because 108 megapixel primary sensor is amazing, no issues whatsoever, but the ultra wide angle camera is just 8 megapixel, and then you have 5 megapixel macro camera. Macro camera is, oh my god, mind blowing. I clicked so many pictures with the macro camera. Macro camera gets 10 out of 10 points. The primary sensors definitely gets 9 out of 10 points from me because the processing has been really good as well. But the ultra wide angle camera is something which I would say was lacking in this device. It is going to be the case in the Xiaomi 12T Pro as well, because even that has 8 megapixel camera, even though the primary sensor is 200 megapixels. I don't understand this logic. 208 mega, 16 megapixel at least minimum hona chahiye. Front facing camera is also very good. I clicked a lot of selfies in 6 months, and every single time the camera worked out really good. I did give 6.5 or 7 rating, right? That's tech reviewer in me saying that. As a tech reviewer, I would rate that, but as a user of this device, like normal general common user, I would rate this device 8.5 or 9 out of 10, because every single time I wanted to click a good picture, the picture that came out of Xiaomi 11T Pro was always very good. So that's why camera also gets a very good thumbs up from my side. But if you are a camera enthusiast and camera is in your, let's say, top 2 or 3 priorities, I would say maybe this is not the best camera phone out there in the market right now. When it comes to battery life on this device, 5000 mAh battery tha, isliye I started using this device. I rejected some other device because it had 4000 mAh or 4300 mAh battery, and the battery life experience has been amazing. First 1 month I was taking screenshots every single time, like I was continuously getting 5+ hours or 6+ hours of battery life, and even today after 6 months I still get that. So battery life definitely gets a huge thumbs up. I was expecting the battery life to be like 7+ hours of battery life. Kuch dino pe I got 7 hours of battery life, but that usage was not that heavy once again. So overall my battery life expectation was ki ek full din chal jana chahiye. Mi 11T Pro did that almost every single time. Charging is 120 watt, and 120 watt charging भाई बहुत ही ज़्यादा fast है. 0 to 100 20 मिनट के अंदर कर देता है, and every single time I kept this device on charging, 10 minutes में भाई इतनी चार्जिंग हो जाती थी कि I can leave the home and come back later, no issues whatsoever. But there is something which I should talk about, is that if I play Pokemon Go, let's say, or any game for 2 hours and the device is hot, and if I keep it on charging, then the 120 watt charger charges the phone slowly, which is quite obvious because the device is warm. But if the device is cool, the device charges very fast. So should I recommend this phone to you? Absolutely. If you are planning to buy the Mi 11T Pro, I would say this is a great device. Is it a great device at the price tag of 40,000 rupees? I would say there are better choices, or there is a lot of competition in the 40,000 rupees price segment. Under 30,000 rupees, this would be a highly recommended device from me because of great display quality, basically great multimedia experience, amazing battery life, and it also has amazing build quality. By the way, Wi-Fi performance, cell reception is great. Oh, I should talk about one more issue that I just remember, is this proximity sensor issue, where the proximity sensor does not close when I call someone, and it is motion sensing proximity sensor, where I have to do like this in order for it to recognize कि भाई कान पे phone लगा है तो अभी बंद होना है. Xiaomi should start adding proximity sensors back once again. There, even today, even after getting used to this motion sensing thing of Xiaomi with their phones, I still do this, and ऐसे चिक के वजह से कुछ और रैंडम टच हो जाता है एंड कहाँ पे अलग चला जाता है अभी भी. Xiaomi, if you are watching this video, proximity sensors are the best. Motion sensing is not the best solution. Now someone is texting me on WhatsApp, but that's okay. We finished this video under 10 minutes if I'm not wrong, and I conveyed all the thoughts that I had. Basically now I have to shift, or I want to shift basically from the 11T Pro to some other device. I have two options that I have thought of. Either the iPhone 14 Pro and I can use the iQOO 90. So if I shift to iPhone 14 Pro, basically I'll use it for 15 days and I'll rant about it in a video. If you want that, you can do that. What about that in this poll over here? Which device I should shift next to? If you have any thoughts, suggestions or comments regarding the Mi 11T Pro or any questions, you can definitely ask them in the comment section box below, or you can tweet it to me at @Dhananjay_tech. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching.